Hello friends, we were discussing about how to give IUPAC name to the following compounds. In part 1, we have discussed the general rules as well as how to name the alkanes. In this in part 2 we will see naming of complex alkanes and cycloalkanes. In complex alkane, we will see how to name complex substituents. Let us begin with the example. Five. Carbon. So as we have discussed in part 1, first in order to give IUPAC name to the following compound, we will select the longest carbon-carbon continuous chain. So in this case, the longest carbon-carbon chain is 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So the carbon with 8, the chain with 8 carbon is the longest carbon-carbon chain. So here this is the branching, and it is a complex branching, means complex substituents is present. So how to name this? We will have, for this we have general rule. First, what the rule 1 is saying, assign first number to the carbon which is directly attached to the main chain, then follow general rules of IUPAC for the substituents. So this carbon is directly attached to the main chain, so give the first number to this carbon. Now in order to name this substituent, we have to follow the general IUPAC name. Means again in this we will select the longest carbon-carbon chain. So longest carbon-carbon chain is 1 and 2. This is my longest carbon-carbon chain. You don't have to select 1 2 3, means numbering you have to start from the carbon which is directly attached to the main carbon-carbon chain. Now we will give numbering to the main carbon chain: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So in order to name this compound, what we do, we begin with prefix, that is with branching. The branching is at 4th carbon. Then we have to name this substituent. You can fill the valency. It is CH3, CH3, and it is CH3. In this, the second rule is name of the complex substitution written in the bracket. So the name of the complex substituent you have to write in the bracket. 1 2, and here in this we are having the branching at first carbon, that is 2, the methyl group and methyl group. So we can write 1 1 dimethyl, 1 1 dimethyl, and the root chain, that is 2 carbon, means ethane. But you don't have to write ethane, you have to write name of complex substituent ends with "-ile", means ethyl. Ethyl, bracket close, and the parent chain which is 8 carbon chain, and the name is octane. So it is the IUPAC name of this following compound. It is very simple. First, number the carbon which is directly attached to the main carbon chain, then follow the IUPAC rule. This is my first example. Similarly, we can see the second example. Again, you have to select the longest carbon-carbon chain, sorry, which is this one, and you have to give the numbering according by following the general IUPAC name, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6, and here 1 2 3 4 5. So the branching which gets the lowest number, you have to select that numbering: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. Again, this is a complex substituent. What you have to do, you have to give number 1 to the carbon which is directly attached to the main carbon chain, and again you have to follow the IUPAC rule. It means you have to select the longest carbon chain, which is 1 2 and 3. We are having 2 substituents. So how to name it? First write 5 because it is attached to the main carbon chain, then bracket 1 2 1 2 dimethyl 1 2 3. Propane means propyl, and main chain, that is root chain. Parent chain, we can say it is decane. Third example we will see carbon 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 carbon. Again same way, you have to select the longest carbon carbon chain, which is this, and you have to give the numbering 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4. You can give the number in any way because we are getting 4 number from either direction, 4 5 6 and 7. Again the carbon which is attached, we can give one longest chain, that is 2. Start with prefix, that is 4. One methyl, as methyl is in branching, and this is my ethyl, one methyl ethyl, and name of root chain, that is heptane. Heptane. Now we will see some common complex substituents, their IUPAC name and common name. This indicates it is attached to the main carbon chain. So first select the longest carbon chain, that is 1 2, and the branching is at one position. So the IUPAC name will be 1 methyl ethyl, and common name is isopropyl. Because isopropyl, why isopropyl? This is CH3 with carbon, two other CH group, CH3 group are attached, so it is isopropyl. Next is CH2 CH2 CH3. This is it is not a complex substituent, it is straight propyl group. We can write IUPAC as propyl, but in common name you have to indicate normal propyl, that is N. Next is CH2 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 CH3. Again it is butyl. For common name it is N-butyl. This one CH2 CH CH3 and CH3. Start with this 1 2 3. So branching it is 2 methyl for this, and 3 carbon chain it is propyl. Remember, you don't have to write propane, you have to write propyl. And common name isobutyl. Why isobutyl? Here you can see that CH it is attached with 2 CH3 group and 4 carbon chain, so isobutyl. Again here one longest chain 1 2 3, so it is my 1 methyl, at one position it is methyl group, 3 carbon chain it is propyl, and the common name will be secondary butyl. Why secondary butyl? Because the carbon which is attached to the main chain, it is attached with 2 other carbon, so 2 other carbon, it is my secondary butyl. Next, this is the main carbon chain, it will be 1 2, so we can write 2 substituent at first carbon, so we can write 1 1 dimethyl, 2 carbon means ethyl, and its common name is tertiary butyl. Why tertiary butyl? Carbon which is attached to the main carbon, it is attached with 3 other carbon, so tertiary butyl. The next is 1 2 3 4 5, so it is simple, that is pentyl. Common name normal pentyl. Next is name, give the numbering 1 2 3 4. So at second position methyl group, it will be 2 methyl, 4 carbon chain means butyl. And the name will be, common name will be isopentyl. The last, we are discussing just common complex substituent. 1, 2, 3. So substitution at 2-methyl at second carbon. So 2 H-methyl propyl, and the common name is neopentyl. So we will discuss just the common complex substituents. Now we will discuss about cycloalkanes. The cycloalkanes names itself suggests that we will discuss about cyclic compounds which will contain the single bond. Let us take a simple example. CH2, CH2, CH2. So here it is a 3-carbon cyclic compound. So the root name will be 3. So it will be prop. It is single bond compound. So AN. And it is cyclo. So 2 degree suffix will be cyclopropane. If you have not seen my part 1, please watch it in order to understand in a better way. Next we can say, take the example of CH2, 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 CH2. So it is a 5-carbon cyclic ring. So root name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will be pent, single bond compound. So N, and it is again cyclic. So second degree suffix prefix will be cyclopentane. One more we will discuss. That is, what if it is in branching? So this is a cyclic compound and CH3 is in branching. So start the numbering from the carbon which is having a branch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 6-carbon cyclic ring. So parent name or root name we can say it is hex, single bond compound hexane, and the branching is at first carbon. So what will be 1-methyl and 2 degree prefix will be cyclo. So 1-methyl cyclohexane is the name of this compound. Let us discuss one more example. CH2, 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 CH3. Now whether cyclic compound will be in branching or this linear chain will be in branching. Two possibilities. There are two possibilities and what you have to select. First, suppose if we are saying that if this linear chain 1, 2, 3, 4, it is my root chain. So the name will be like 1 cyclopentyl butane. Why 1 cyclopentyl? Means we have considered this in branching. Numbering is like 1, 2, 3, 4. Or the other possibility is we will consider this linear chain in branching and this as a root or parent chain. So name will be 1 butyl cyclopentane. So out of this, which is correct? When you are having such compounds, you have to see this rule. That is first, what if whether the parent chain is containing functional group. If it is containing functional group, then you have to give the priority to the chain or to the cyclic compound which is containing the functional group. Second, whether the parent chain is having double bond or triple bond. And the third priority is more number of carbon. So in this is one chain, this is one part which we have considered as a root chain, and this is the other part which we have considered as a root chain. So out of these two names, which is correct? Functional group, it is not present in either of the part, neither in linear chain nor in cyclic part. Double bond, triple bond, it is also absent. Now you have to check the last priority, that is more number of carbon. So here number of carbons are 5, 1 2 3 4 5, and here the number of carbons are 1 2 3, only 4. So this butyl will be in branching, and this is the parent or root name. So the correct name is this one and not this one. So this is my correct name for the above compound. The second case, what if both the linear as well as cyclic are same? Means the number present in the cyclic as well as in the linear are same. We will see this. We will see CH2, CH2 and CH3. So here 3-membered cyclic ring and 3-membered linear chain. So what we have to do in this case? In this case, the priority must be given to the cyclic compound. So the branching will be 1-propyl cyclopropane. In the last, we will see the example of complex substituent. So here you can see that this will be the parent name because it is having more number of carbon. So 1, 2, and branching will start the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we can write root name as cyclohexane, and now we have to give numbering of this complex substituent. So carbon which is directly attached to the main chain, this is the main chain, and you have to select the longest chain after that, 1, 2. So we'll start the name as numbering from branching, it is 1. Complex will be written in the bracket, which is again 1-methyl METH YL, 1-methyl ethyl cyclohexane. So this is the way in order to name this compound. I hope you have understood. If you have any doubt, then please write in the comment section. Thank you. If you find this video useful, then please subscribe and press the bell icon for latest updates. Thank you.